Hello, Brick Cavers. This is Bob Nelson, the principal support executive, which is what I call myself, the dude in charge of Brick Cave. And you have reached a Bobisode of the Brick Cave podcast. And you're asking to yourself, why is this a Bobisode? This is like the second Bobisode in a row, and I'm not getting my antics of Bruce and Sharon lately. Well, that's very good reason for that. We have not been able to reschedule a Bruce and Sharon podcast for a while because they've both been pretty busy. We had that hiatus here in the Brick Cave studio, which is located in beautiful downtown Mesa, Arizona. We had the hiatus because they reinstalled the entire building, got new air conditioning, so we couldn't be here. So that made doing a lot of things pretty hard. But we did come back from that, so we are back from that now. But then, of course, in the month that it took them to do that, everybody kind of got on a different schedule, and everybody got a different habit. So now we are trying to bring those people back together for you. So we're trying to bring Bruce and Sharon back together, trying to get Patrick and Marcus back together for you. And we will do it. It will happen. But for now, you got me. I know. Okay, here we go. What's going on in Brick Cave Land? So just this last weekend, we were a part of the Sci-Fi Saturday event that happened here locally in Mesa, Arizona at Book Maze in Mesa. It was actually a lot of fun. We had Bruce there. We had Sharon there for a little while. We had Ben, editorial assistant Ben, was in the house for a little while. He came by. And, of course, Lucy was there all day working the booth. I guess it wasn't a booth, it was more of a table. She was working it all day. And it was just a good day. Met a lot of new readers, moved some books, had a good time. That's pretty much what we're dealing with there. All right. That happened last weekend. And that was kind of the bookend to the Fantasy Day, which we did right after 4th of July in July. So that made for a couple of really good kind of summer events that we could just do and pull people in and have a good time. So hopefully we'll do that again next summer. So there you go. Hey, stuff that's coming up. National Book Lovers Day is the 8th. So it is, today by the way is August 2nd when I record this. I will try and get this out to you before the 8th so that you can know that the 8th is Book Lovers Day. Right? Anyway, so what that means, this being Book Lovers Day, is that we will have some discounts for you on that day. So if you are if you have some Brick Cave books that you would like to get your paws on, we'll have a couple of sale opportunities on that day. One is through Google Play Books, and basically any book that we have on Google Play Books will be discounted. I believe that discount is 40%. So you can go in there and pick them up. You can pick them all up. You can pick up everything you want. If you're a Google Play Books reader, it's a great opportunity for you to stock up on your Brick Cave catalog, if you will. But we're also going to have a sale on the Brick Cave Square Store. So right on the Brick Cave Square Store proper. And that's going to be a site-wide sale of 20% for, just anybody that uses it. But that code, by the way, is available on BrickCave.media. So if you just go to the latest news, you will see the latest news on National Book Lovers Day BC Store on Square site article. And that will give you all the details on like the code that you have to put in and all that. So it's a great way for you to save some money and get some of those Brick Cave books that you really like. What else is going on? So, by the way, we are a sponsor of the Arizona State Poetry Society annual poetry contest that is running now until, I believe, the end of August. So August 31st is your deadline to enter that. And Brick Cave is the sponsor of the sci-fi fantasy category. So if you write poetry in the sci-fi fantasy theme, a sci-fi theme or a fantasy theme or a sci-fi and fantasy theme, whatever you want, and you want to submit it, you can enter that contest. And we sponsored the prizes for that contest. So it's, I think, 50 for first, 30 for second, 20 for third. So you can win some money and enter your poetry and get it seen by lots of people. It's great. Good times. Anyway, so that is what we're doing there. Oh gosh, what else do I have to tell you? So there's not a lot of updates on the manuscript side. I mean, there's a few. So I will tell you that we will have a new anthology. So the Future Words 2 anthology. I think I've promised this a couple of times. But the Future Words 2 anthology will be coming out pretty quick, actually. We should be pretty. Actually, I should know because I'm the guy that's in charge of the final piece of that. But we should be good to go on that pretty quick. So you'll probably get an invite to some sort of online thing where we promote the launch of Future Words 2. And Future Words, just for those of you that that may not be familiar, Future Words is our anthology series where we have our authors, so our BrickCave authors, contribute short stories to this collection. And they're not connected to each other, they're independent short stories. But it's a great way if you're just looking to kind of see how what the vibe is for the authors in the press. This is a great way for you to see that and to get some skinny on which of our authors you may want to dive in deeper with and pick up a novel or two and read more. So that's happening. That is, I'm gonna say October right now. I'm gonna say October. I'm not sure if that's entirely accurate to say or not, but I'm gonna say it, October. So look for that. Elsewise in manuscripts. So for those of you that are Bruce Davis fans, you will know that he has a number of books in the Prophet Logs series. So that is the science fiction series that he does. It's a little noir, it's a little mystery. He labels it as a dark firefly. I would totally agree with that. And so you would know that, Glow Gems for Profit, Thieves Profit are the two books that BrickCave has put out from Bruce. And we actually have a third book. It's more like a mini anthology from him that kind of talks a little bit about the pre-story behind some of those other books. And we're going to have that put out here pretty quick. As soon as we find a cover for it, we appear to need a cover for it. So that's my job. I got to go find a cover for it. So I'm going to do that. But that book is actually pretty close to being released. I would say if we have if we get done with the cover on it real quick, then we should have that out probably late October, and you can take advantage of that and pick that up. It's just it's Bruce, which makes it good, clean fun. Good, clean fun. The name of that will be Profit and Loss, by the way. So, just so you have an idea of what you're looking for in the Bruce Davis category. What else is going on? So, I actually have submitted first draft manuscript for the first book of the 12-tome series to editing, which as an author, is a terrible, horrible, fearful experience. So I'm trying not to think about it. I just kind of shipped it off, and now I'm focused back on other stuff. So that book, if we can get that book moving, we should have that book hopefully out before the end of the year. And then you'll tell me if you like that book or not. But I'll need to probably have a couple of beta readers attack it first and make sure that it's ready as soon as Ben kind of tells me everything I'm going to need to fix, because you know how that works, right? That first time out, you're going to get a big old list of stuff that's like, yeah, you need to fix these 200 things. Oh, thanks. I'll get right on that. Anyway, so that's what's going on there. Sharon. So Sharon's got she's got a manuscript in the works. I don't expect to see anything from that this year. It's a second book in the Collars and Curses series, and my understanding is that it is moving forward. We're nowhere near a point where I can talk to any detail on it, but I have been assured that it is moving forward. She's been very busy this summer, so if you're a Sharon fan, man, she's been all over the map, and that's just going to keep going through the end of the year. I know her and Bruce will be at. I know Bruce, by the way, I should probably tell you this. Bruce is the local author guest of honor for CocoCon this year. So happening Labor Day weekend. You can look it up, CocoCon. K-O-C-O-K-O-N. No, sorry. C-O-K-O. C-O-N. Whew, spelled that wrong. Messed that up. Sorry. Anyway, CocoCon. So, local science fiction fantasy convention focused on writing. And Bruce is the local guest of honor for that. We are extremely, extremely proud of him for that. He deserves that honor. He deserves many more honors too, but we'll focus on the one we've got in hand. And anyway, so he's going to be the guest of honor that weekend. So if you haven't picked up your tickets for CocoCon, look it up, CocoCon.com, I think. You can be a part of that and visit with him and learn more about him, and it's just a fun event, and I might be there for a little bit. I'm not sure what my plan is on that yet. But then both Bruce and Sharon will be in Tucson for TucsCon, which is happening in November. I don't remember. I'm going to pull it up right now just to see, but let's see. That is happening November what? Tell us November what? November 10th and November 10th through the 12th. So it's the second weekend in November. So that's actually got a very interesting lineup. So your author guest of honor there is David Brin. Your artist guest of honor is Perry Charlefu. I hope I apologize, Perry. It's Perry Charlefu. Jeff Notkin is your science guest of honor, and then your Toastmaster, of course, as has been the case for a few years now, Weston Oaks. So that's always a fun weekend. I will be there for that weekend. We always spend the weekend down in Tucson, have a good time visiting with everybody. Everybody's so much fun to be with and be a part of for that event. And I will probably be in a couple of panels as well. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably talk about that in a future Bobcast. And what else is going on? Oh, Mesa Book Festival. Mesa Book Festival will be December 16th this year. Our sister nonprofit anthology is the sort of the impetus behind that. So we definitely will be there. I actually just reserved our booth spaces yesterday, which was the opening of booth space registration for that event. So we will be there as we have been every year, and I'm going to work on getting everybody in there. That's kind of our hometown hurrah, if you will. So I really try to get as many BrickCave authors as I can in the house for that. So definitely make plans for that. That's at Benedictine University in Mesa, Arizona. If you just Google Benedictine, I'll put the link in the description for the podcast episode as well. So don't worry about that. But as I was saying, because of all of these things happening for Sharon, and there's some non-writing events too that she's going to be at. It's been a tough road. It's been a tough road to get new writing, and I'm just going to pause that and just kill that. So it's been a tough road for her to stay on top of getting this newest manuscript run down and beat up. So. But it is moving, so be rest assured that you will have new Sharon Skinner in 2024. Actually, you will have some new Sharon Skinner in 2023. It's just going to be a part of the Future Words collection. What else? Who else? You know what? I have no manuscript updates for anyone else. So I checked pretty much in to see if anybody had manuscript updates. Nobody's got manuscript updates right now. But as soon as we do, I will be happy to share those updates with you. So definitely want to take advantage of that. What else do I know? Nope, that's it. That's all I got. I think that's about it. It's probably enough right now, right? So, not a lot going on this next couple of days. So don't hesitate to just do whatever it is that you do. All right, I'm just gonna save this and turn it off right now because it's just not going anywhere.